Is that all the way up? It didn't click.
That's all the way up.
Nice.
That's it. That's it.
Nice.
That's fucking high.
You are fully erect.
I am.
Oh, that should have been saved for the recording.
You mean that recording? Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
It is hot.
Holy shit.
Apparently, I'm hot too.
Yeah, that was...
Was that too loud?
That was too loud. Let's. I'm going to turn that down.
Turn that down a little. Check.
Some bitch.
The tip of the tip of tongue, teeth of lips.
All right, let's just
Apparently, I'm tongue tied.
There we go. All right.
How now, brown cow?
Hey,
we are here recording on a Tuesday.
We are recording.
Very unheard of.
Hold on. We're recording the day this is going to go up.
This, I hope we do not screw up because there is no coming back from it. Yeah, we don't do this ever. Have we ever? Maybe.
Maybe once.
Like once in 2 years, over 100 episodes we've done this.
Yeah, we've recorded the day it's going out.
This is sketchy.
Like it's going out. I'm going to edit. Write the notes while you're sitting here, and then I'm going to schedule it, and it's done.
Yeah, it is what it is. For those of you that are just joining us, my tongue is numb right now. I've eaten so much ice and drank so much water already. Yeah, so if you've never listened to us, we are very unscripted.
Welcome to the show.
We have no schedule usually. We typically do a tasting of some sort, and then we read funny headlines and give our take. But we have a sponsor this episode.
We do. So, yeah, we're not doing any of that this episode. We're actually probably going to spend most of the time talking nonsense as normal. But talking about the what we got today.
Yes, we do. We have a very, very special treat for y'all.
We do. And so this all came about with, we were doing the show with Mo and Jason.
We were.
And
I had birthday leftovers.
You had birthday leftovers, something you just picked up on a whim.
Never had it before.
Right. And neither had I. So we did a quick review, and I don't feel we really gave it any justice. We just kind of was
listening back, it was skimmed through it compared to what we've done before.
Yeah. So, but it was really good.
It was so good, I will say. I brought half a bottle. We sampled it, and I finished it while we were recording.
You drank the rest of it while we were recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we posted a picture, and the facility, shop, bar, location said, hey, you guys should try this one, which we mentioned.
Yes.
So, and for those, whatever. So we're talking about Brother Drake.
Brother Drake Meadery. We never, ever had mead, either of us.
No. And
we had not done a mead before. We've done 100 episodes. We've done almost every episode some kind of whiskey, bourbon, or beer.
For the most part, I think there may be 10 to 12 episodes where we didn't do anything. And they're right in the beginning.
Yeah.
So we tried their apple pie, and we didn't really give it justice. It was kind of like, okay, here, try this. Sorry, guys, you're on the phone. We're on the call.
We had two different guests, one from across the country, one from across the state. So we rushed through it.
We did.
And we give it a good rating. For those of you that listen, we gave it a 3 out of 5 donuts, which for us is like, go get it.
Let's go get it.
That's a good rating. Don't take that as the middle of the road. For us, anything that's a 1 or 1.5, don't buy.
No, don't buy.
Anything that's a 2 or above, buy. Anything that's like a 3.5 or above, you should like actively seek out.
Yeah, actively seek it out.
We give the apple pie a 3, which means, hey, like you should really, if you see this, pick it up.
Get it. So we posted a picture on Instagram like we always do, and they said something along the lines of, hey, you guys should try the bourbon barrel, whiskey barrel aged versions of this.
Which was what I told you, like, hey, I saw this on Instagram. We should get this.
Yeah, and so they said something, and I responded with a, so how would one retain a bottle of this? And they sent me a DM. They said, reach out to this person, give them a call. We'll get you some sample bottles.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get all that set up. I unfortunately couldn't run down. I had an issue come up at home, but Randy ran down.
Yeah, I was late.
And
here's the thing too. I apologize to those fine folks at Brothers Drake because I ran down middle to late workday looking like a mess. I was outside at Rickenbacker on a military base working, got all sweaty, got all nasty, changed my shirt into a polo, and I had a polo and jeans on, but I ran down there just hair a mess. not looking great, but these folks were so nice. Like, as soon as I walked up, the folks on the patio, which I noticed some from their website, and then some I'd never seen before, but everybody was so nice. There weren't a lot of people there. It was about 1 p.m. on a Thursday.
Okay.
Last Thursday.
Yeah.
Great people, but they were ready for me. So it was.
That's good.
Yeah, it was very, very.
Well, and I did talk to I talked to somebody down there, and he said I'll get everything.
Yeah, you talked to Jared.
Yeah, I think his name was Jared. Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, I'll get everything set up for you. You know, you just if I'm not here, there'll be a box or whatever that you can just grab and head out. Whatever, you know, no big deal.
They told us they were giving us samples,
and they
which
said
I expected.
Sample bottles.
I'm
thinking like little 2 to 4 ounce
which
bottles,
we're used to,
which is what we typically get.
I mean, well, we got Catoctin
I
Creek.
take it back. We got Catoctin Creek and Two Bitch sent full size bottles.
Correct.
But usually when we get a sample from a listener or if I get samples from friends, we get a 2 ounce bottle or a 4 ounce bottle.
Which is great. That's all you need to sample.
Yeah. No, they gave us full size wine bottles.
3 of them.
3
full size bottles. I walked in expecting 2, 3, maybe 4 small bottles. They brought out 2 bags, and I thought, oh, maybe 2 bottles.
I was expecting just 2
I was
samples.
excited. They had 3 bottles. Realized one they put in there was the apple pie that we'd already reviewed, and said, we'll swap it out. And literally pulled it out, walked inside, put it on the. They invited me inside. They gave me a sample while I was there. You should have went.
I know I should have went, but I was having issues.
You were. Brothers Drake offers full flights. They have on tap. They have a whole bar. They have they have aside from Coronades, they have live music. The patio's beautiful. It's right next to a distillery where they make whiskey, which is where they get these whiskey and bourbon barrels from.
That's Middle West Spirits,
exactly.
Right? Middle West Spirits.
Which we've kind of talked about Middle West Spirits some in the past, but I didn't know they were next door to Brothers Drake. And until we reviewed everything, yeah, there it is. We pulled it up on our studio monitor TV here. But they have a ginger. You see it there, the ginger verve.
Yeah. See now that
I didn't see that until I came home and did more research.
So that one intrigues me, but it has chamomile in it, and I'm not a fan of chamomile. But I might break out in hives for it.
The Virgil Kaine ginger we love. So
but there's
that's
a
why
ginger kombucha that I've tried that I don't like.
I don't like kombucha.
I like some of it. I did not like this one ginger. So ginger is hit or miss for me. But I love ginger salad dressing, like when you get them at the hibachis.
And we're not just talking about redheads.
No, but
no redheads were harmed in the making of this mead or salad dressing. But Brothers Drake, downtown Columbus, very cool. This is right in the Arts District. This is in the
that's down near
affluential area of downtown. It was when I went down there. Here's what I love about Columbus: the town I was born in, the town I have grown up in and around. I don't live there now, but I still frequent Columbus. It's like Bexley. You hear the name Bexley, you know it's a great neighborhood. But you go 2 blocks over, and you're out of the great neighborhood.
Not so great.
Brothers Drake is so nice, but because of construction, I had to kind of take a loop around, and I went, oh, there it is. They are in a great facility in a great part of Columbus. I would love to hang out there. I want you and I to go. I'd like to do a live show there, just like we want to do at Outer Belt.
We can do that. I mean, we're portable now.
Yeah, so we need to hook up with them when everything opens. Well, maybe it doesn't open up. Maybe they just allow a small group to come in, and we do a live show.
Or maybe we just, you and I go.
Yeah, but I'd like to bring people, too, because then they get business. Dude, yeah, the Bergamot Blue, Martelle's now looking over the website and all that they have. Brothers Drake has so many meads that I got to see. Now, when I got the apple pie from Rhodes Farm Market in Circleville, Ohio, Rhodes had like 5, maybe 6 meads to try. When I went to Brothers Drake downtown, they had
peanut butter and jelly.
They have a peanut butter and jelly mead. They have so much more to offer. So
I would hope so because it's the meadery.
Yeah, well, but I didn't expect. It's not like it's Anheuser-Busch,
no,
where they're shipping across the world. I wasn't expecting such a wide selection. Brothers Drake is going all out. Mead is something I've been intrigued in. I talked about wanting to make it myself. I talked to them about it. They said if you want to make mead at home, you can do it with a simple startup kit. But if you get on their site and studied, when they started, it was before that was readily available. So now they've grown to where they're offering so many different varieties, so many different flavors, so many different infusions.
This is crazy.
Yeah, the sizer. You just skip the sizer.
You're
not skipping. You're scrolling through.
I'm looking for something here.
They have the sizer, which, and I learned new terms. Mead, to me, was just alcohol from fermented honey. That's all I knew going into this.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I've ever thought of.
And I have learned something. They were talking about different types of mead in different terms, which we may cover. This is one of like 3 shows out of over 100 where I printed off something to bring, so I knew what I was talking about. And Martelle had messaged me over the weekend, and I said, dude, I'm reading about mead. He goes, you're actually studying for a show?
I'm like, you're going all in, aren't you?
Yeah, you're going. Yeah, that's how you said it. You're going all in on mead. I had never thought of mead as something to sip on, or it's just never been on my radar. And now I'm like, my world has opened up. So the apple pie is what I wanted. The other one I wanted was the battle axe, which we have. So I want to save that for last.
Oh, so I thought the battle axe was the bourbon barrel.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. So we have the battle axe. When I went to Rhodes Farm Market there in Circleville, the battle axe was there. And I literally held a bottle of battle axe, a bottle of apple pie, went back and forth, and I thought, which should we review? If I don't like it, if I do like it, I didn't know. I know nothing of mead.
Right.
Aside from the little bit of reading I've done, and somebody wanted to make, like I wish I could just make moonshine all the time.
And Vikings used to drink it.
Right, exactly. You hear about it on certain shows, on the show Vikings, on the show Norsemen. If you haven't seen Norsemen on Netflix, it's a funny take on the show Vikings. It's like a spoof show. But I was sitting there trying to decide what I want. And I went, it's my birthday. I've got whiskeys. I've got bourbons. I want something different. I'm not drinking to get drunk. I'm not drinking to impress anyone. I just want to be home and sip on something. And I ended up with the apple pie. I loved it so much that I brought it on there and we reviewed it. And now here we are doing a whole, basically, episode based on it.
Yeah.
And even though I said, let's do Battle Axe last, you're opening it first. Let's go.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Nope.
Do it. No, don't unscrew that corkscrew.
It's too late. It's already out.
Once you bore out a hole, it's bored out, dude.
I pulled out.
That cork is no longer a virgin cork.
Nope, I pulled out.
What if we can't get it out?
So then we've got two.
We've got 3. We've got the Battle Axe.
Let's do this. So we've got Strong Arm.
Okay, Strong Arm. I love the label.
It has Rosie the Riveter on it.
Absolutely wonderful label. This one, they told me they did this for International Women's Day. The label has...
Which is when?
Crop version. It was a few months ago. Dude, I don't remember when Columbus Day is. I remember Christmas.
Columbus Day isn't a thing. How dare you?
Yeah, I know. Whatever. I'm Native American, so I can hate Columbus how I want. Also, if you're a Brother Drake fan and you listen to our show, understand we are a satirical show. We make fun of anybody and everybody, so do not get offended. If you do, I don't know, cuss us out online.
Ooh,
smell good?
This smells fantastic.
I have not opened any of these bottles. No, I've only had their apple pie.
They're...
But this is the Strong Arm. I don't have the bottle, so I don't know what's in it. I don't know what the label says.
So it says apple mead spice with cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove aged in whiskey barrels.
So this is like the apple pie.
So this is like the apple
aged
pie.
in the whiskey barrels.
Yeah, and it's, I guess it would be similar to the other one. Let me get back to the list here quick. Run, go, click. Sorry, peeps. I got to kind of run through this real quick to get back to the beginning of the menu thing that they got going on. Anyway, it's supposed to be served at there it is.
There it is.
The barrel apple pie. That's the one I want to try. It is supposed to be served at cellar temperature.
So I've had all these in the Kilms Tavern in my basement. Now, is that a true cellar? Not really, but it is subterranean. It was cool. It was dry.
We can start calling this the cellar in here.
We can, even though it's on the second floor and I'm sweating.
The sauna.
Right. So, yeah, walk over here and pour me some. You might want to leave this bottle here because I think I'm going to love this. Keep going. No, it's good. Keep going.
We're sampling.
Yeah, we're sampling.
Jesus, drunk ass. We ain't even
not
drunk
yet. So this one here is... I was looking most forward to this because we do like bourbon. We do like whiskey. And I all of a sudden found out I like mead.
Yeah.
I was always afraid to make my own, and this is what I told the folks I met at Brothers Drake. I was afraid to buy a kit, which you can buy a home kit to make mead fairly cheap.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say efficiently. It's cheap. It's like $60. You can buy everything. But I don't know what I'm doing. So I started watching YouTube videos, and still I went, I'm getting mixed reviews. Like, some people say it's great. Some people say don't bother. It's not good. When we tried the apple pie, and I'm so glad I did, it was phenomenal. So
I'm curious as to how do you nose it and taste it like
we're going to do our
whiskey?
own review.
Well, I'm just curious now. Like, when you do mead, do you nose it? Do you?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think there's a
chew it?
market for that yet. I don't think like there is a whiskey. You can become a bourbon steward.
Right.
You can become a whiskey steward.
A wine sommelier.
You can become a wine sommelier. I don't know that there, like they said, when they started mead back in, I think it was 2004, and I have the print off here, and we can read that in a minute. I don't think that it's so young, relatively speaking, compared to whiskey, bourbon, wine, that I don't know what they call it. We're going to use our terms.
Okay.
We're a very blue-collar show. We are open and honest. If something sucks, we say it. We've done that before.
We have.
If something's great, we will praise it from the mountaintops. We will shout it. We will tell everybody, go get it. So we're going to be honest. That's what we are. We are not here to say, hey, they're promoting this episode, so we love them. We do thank them, but we're going to be very honest here.
Yeah, we don't pander.
No. I have no room for pandering. There's enough of that going on. So I'm going to smell this.
So you tell me what you think about it. I already
on the nose. I love it.
Yeah,
it is sweet. It smells like a apple juice with a bit of a twist.
Well, you can pick up some of the oak barrel.
Right. Exactly.
Like
it smells like aged apple juice.
Yeah.
It's almost like if apple juice was a fine wine.
Yeah.
Is what it reminds me of.
Yeah. I really like the smell. I'm just
great nose on it.
I'm trying to think of what it is, what else it is that I'm getting with it. I mean, other than I'm getting apple and whiskey.
It's cinnamon. I get a little cinnamon here.
Right. You get apple juice, apple cider, cinnamon.
Cider. It's a very cidery smell.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's almost like a.
It reminds me of.
I've never had one, but it's like a barrel aged cider.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of what. I guess it's not really a cider, but it's kind of what it is. To me, it smells like fall. This is around pumpkin show time for me as a Circlevillian. So you took a taste. What do you think?
I'm going to wait till after you do it. Because, god damn, that's good.
Dude. Now, we like the apple pie. We give the apple pie 3 out. We both, as I recall, gave it 3 out of 5 donuts. I'm pretty sure. Right here, I like better than the apple pie.
I'm gonna have. This is better than the apple pie. Now I may have to make a trip down there this week before this weekend to get some of the apple pie bourbon barrel.
I don't know if they have that left. That one they made like on their Instagram said it was like 26 bottles.
I want one.
Yeah,
figure out how to do it, guys. Make me.
I'm going to sip more. You tell a story or something. I'm going to sip some more.
Tell a story. So, sure. I got a little update on the PETA versus Animal Crossing.
Yes, from 8-10 episodes ago, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it was. So, fuck PETA.
You almost made me spit my strong arm out.
If you're a member of PETA, I don't hate you.
I just don't like you. We're kidding.
No, I kid. No, but seriously, fuck PETA. I bought Animal Crossing. Which is funny. So, for
your daughter.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
So, Lexi had made a comment that she's like, I would like to have a new game for the Switch because I'm getting tired of playing the same thing over and over again. All right, fine, whatever. So, I went down the other day and I ran to Menards to pick some stuff up. And so, I found basically a $30 gift card in my stack of games. And I've been sitting on it. Yeah, it's super convenient. Like, oh, shit. Cool. So, run over to GameStop, bought the last version of Animal Crossing they had, brought it home, put it in the Switch, and I started playing.
Oh, no.
And I hid the cartridge, the case for it, not the cartridge, the case for it, in the couch. Completely forgot I
See,
hid
I
it
used
in the
to do
couch.
the same as a kid, but I would hide like pork chops and nutty bars in the couch.
Well,
so
that's kind of gross.
I'm fat.
Wow. But so anyway, long story shorter, I put everything away. I'd left the game in the Switch because I wanted it to be a surprise. I wanted them to pick it up and be like, "What? What?" No, it didn't happen that way. Harley, my youngest, goes to sit on the couch in the den where I hid it, and she's like, "We have Animal Crossing," and I'm like, "What?" She's like, "We have Animal. You bought Animal." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't buy that."
Never.
Lexi,
Does she listen to our podcast?
Lexi goes, "Yes, you did. I know you bought it." She goes, "How else would it get in this house? You're the only one who left the house. You're the one who had to buy it." I'm
Your
like,
kids are smart.
I'm like, "Oh," I said, "Do you think deductive reasoning is going to help you solve this case?"
Yes.
I said, "I didn't buy that." I said, "I don't know where it came from." I said, "Maybe the Animal Crossing fairy brought it." She goes, "There's no such thing as an Animal Crossing." She goes, "You bought it." I'm like, "Oh, all right, well, go ahead and play it." I mean, if someone bought it, someone brought it here and left it off. So we now have Animal Crossing.
But you won't admit to buying it.
No.
Even though they know.
They know.
Your girls are smart.
They are.
They're smarter than you are.
So
especially combined.
I started playing it one day or the other day, and Lexi, she played it so far. She named the island, and then
What'd she name the island?
Kool-Aid. 12-year-old called it Kool-Aid.
Man.
So I live on an island. So when other people,
I love how you said, you're so wrapped up in Animal Crossing.
I haven't even played
This
it that
reminds
much.
me of
That's
when I was
the
in
thing.
high school and my brother gave me his Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow in it and said, "Hey, can you help me pass this?" And I took over the game. And
Well-
next thing I know, I'm like system linking, battling people on Pokemon in high school.
It gets somewhat similar and better than that. So when I started playing, because she already named it Kool-Aid, you show up like in the beginning, like, "Oh, you're going to Kool-Aid. It's a desert island adventure." And I looked at Lexi, I'm like, "Did you call the island Kool-Aid? Like your island Kool-Aid?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm coming to your island." And she's like,
Wait, so are you a different player on
"I'm
her?
a different player
So
on
you were
her
going
island."
from your island to hers.
No, I don't have an island.
Oh, so you're just a visitor.
Nope, I live on that island now. Like as the things go.
Oh, so she named the island. You're just a character on the island.
Yes,
Is she
created
also a
it.
character?
Yes, she created
Gotcha.
the island. If I had created the island first, it would have been whatever I called it. She created the island first, and then all the users on that Switch all live on that same island.
Oh, okay.
So I went through and I collected all the resources. I took.
You're going like StarCraft
Hold
on
on,
her.
hold on.
You're getting all the resources. You're building your swarm.
I
know what you're doing. You grew up the same generation I did.
I know, and I went and I took all the oranges. I picked all the weeds. I fished all the fish. I took all the wasp nests, all the sticks, all the wood. She went to play, and she's like, "You stole everything!" And I'm like, "I didn't steal everything. I said I collected the resources and I sold them." She's like, "You stole it. You stole
That's not
everything.
stealing.
You stole all of my stuff on my island." And I'm like, "Your island, huh?
Communism.
Guess who's got a house now? And guess who's still sleeping in tents?"
Oh, man. Okay. All right. So let's, speaking of wasps, let's talk about bees and honey.
Ooh, segue.
Segway, shifting gears. That's what we're known for, is our amazing segue.
segues.
So I printed off, look, I've got a page and a half.
Holy cow, dude.
I don't ever print stuff. I'm not going to read through it all, I don't think. But I took
hit
this
the
from
highlights.
Brothers Drake from their webpage.
Okay. Did they have a Wikipedia page?
I don't know. I just went to their webpage, which you're on. But they were established in 2007 in Worthington
Okay.
when fewer than 40 meaderies existed in the entire United States. I found that pretty cool. But obviously the namesakes from the brothers, the Drake brothers, Eric and Woody, and they were created in Mead well before one could readily find the home brewing kits. Since the founding, the Mead experienced a significant growth. It's now this is what fascinated me. It's the fastest growing category of alcoholic beverage today, with a new meadery opening every few days. So it's faster than, than gin, rum, bourbon
I hate
or whiskey.
playing gin rummy.
Gin rummy. Sorry, I needed water there. But they have a full industry. They do tours, demonstrations. They collaborate with other. Here's what I like. They try to stay local. So they get with local artists. They get with they're next door to Midwest.
Yep.
Which they collaborate with. Middle West. Man, my throat is dry.
You are dying over there.
I am. It's so hot out. I am parched. I need more mead.
I just poured you some.
But they talk about their team. They're very team-focused and very local-focused, which I love. If you go to their website, you'll see how much they love their employees, their staff, and how much they love the local to Ohio ingredients they use. One of the things I like is that their website says when they support their team to work at fair wages and be part of creating a local economy, they empower them to bring their skills and talents to a wider audience in a more effective way. So they say, we know you're here for the delicious meads, but you'll stay because you find some truly creative and interesting new friends at Brothers Drake. That's no lie. I was there for like 20 minutes. I want to go back.
I want to go. Like, I'm really upset that
I was upset you couldn't go with me.
I could have. I was just in a shitty mood.
No, well,
I mean,
it would have been bad. I think you would have been okay when you got there.
I would have been.
But
I just was. My fucking lawnmower's giving me issues again.
That you had in the shop for like 3 months.
It's been in the shop more than I've actually had it this year. Which,
yeah.
Either way. Never mind.
So talking about mead as you drink more of the strong arm.
Yeah, it's really good.
Here's what I like. It's so good.
It's so damn good.
It's believed to be the ancestor of all fermented drinks. So this is like where it started.
That would make sense because they've been drinking mead for thousands of years.
It predates agriculture.
Well, yeah, I was going to say like Vikings drank it. They have Franks and
how early do you
friars.
think traces of mead have been found?
That
we can prove.
It probably goes back 2,500, 3,000 years.
7,000 BC.
Shit.
You're talking 9,000 years.
That's 9,000 years
in
ago.
China. Popular mentions in ancient Greece, pre-Bronze Age Europe, and Africa.
See, now that makes me wonder if, because you said Africa, if they actually had, because the Egyptian culture predates like 13,000 years ago, and if they had something like this 13,000 years ago that's still buried that we haven't discovered yet.
Who knows what we haven't discovered?
In Egypt especially, because I don't know, like some of the random fact, there is shit buried in Egypt that we haven't discovered yet, but they know it's buried there.
Yeah.
Like they're finding, like the Sphinx was completely under sand.
Your sphinxter is under sand.
It should be. I should be at the beach.
Should be.
Literally, I should be driving. I should be
right
at
now.
The
You
beach,
should be
at the beach. Yeah.
But what I love about this, they talk about how they're drawing from ancient recipes, concocting new ones. That's what I love. So Brothers Drake and other meaderies, but we're focused on Brothers Drake. They're taking from something that's been around for as long as we can trace it and saying, hey, what if we do this with it?
Yeah.
We're next to Midwest spirits. What if we take our mead and put it into a bourbon barrel? So, which you and I talked about doing with Outer Belt in a 2-bitch barrel.
Yeah, in a 2-bitch
we haven't made
barrel.
it work out, but
what would it be? So what would it be like if you put? And I don't know the process. So does mead get stored in a barrel generally?
Well, I think there's different processes. I don't know that all of it does. No,
because
when you make mead, like when you buy a home mead kit, you can either do it in plastic buckets or glass containers.
Yeah.
To make it right. And then once you make it, you can store it in different containers. But it's not typically made. It's not like whiskey or bourbon where it ages in an oak barrel. It's not it's not something that is typically aged 4, 6, 12 years like what we're used to drinking. So the thing I love about it is they can pump this stuff out relatively quickly compared to what we're used to.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be aged in these barrels, but they went, hey, we're right next door. What if we did this?
Well, so here's where I was going with this. So if mead is stored in barrels, not aged, just stored, the barrel's going to soak up some of that honey, some of that mead, and everything else. What if you took a whiskey barrel and stored it in a mead barrel?
Ooh.
Right? And I'm not talking Jack Daniels, Tennessee Bee,
we're
honey
talking
stuff.
I'm talking Virgil Kaine or some.
Yeah.
Dude, Virgil Kaine, Electric Owl, aged.
No. Virgil Kaine's Robert Baron Rye.
Ooh.
In an apple pie or apple
in strong arm barrel?
In a strong arm barrel, or in a like just an apple pie barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh, that'd be so good. Or 2-bitch.
Man, I wish. Yeah, any of
2-bitch pack leader reserve.
that would be fantastic.
How can I get a mini barrel that I can just put one bottle in?
If I could do one, here's what I want. I want a 2-bitch pack leader reserve, a Catoctin Creek rye, and a Virgil Kaine ginger.
Ooh, I got some Catoctin Creek. Yeah. I'll have some Catoctin Creek rye coming.
Is it coming?
I will. I haven't put my order in
My
yet.
buddy's making a run to South Carolina soon. The same one that got us the Virgil Kaine. He said, dude, after he tried it, he messaged me, said, I'm supposed to go to Myrtle Beach in a couple
Quinn?
weeks. Yeah.
Quinn
Said, dude, I'm going to stop everywhere I can look for more Virgil Kaine.
I'll tell him where to go. I'll tell him where to go.
All right. We'll hit you up. After this, I'll text Quinn.
Yeah, text Quinn or call him. I'll tell him exactly where to go.
So here's something else I learned. Should we go on to another one?
Let's go. Yeah, you've got yours.
So I'm going to start reading.
So
You pop open. We're going to pop open the, which one's this?
This is Pollinator.
Pollinator. So we'll
This
talk
is
more
an
about
apple,
it after
just
we
a straight apple mead.
open it. But mead is available in endless styles from beer style braggots, which I think you would like.
What is that?
We'll get into some of that.
Well, I don't know what a beer style braggot is.
We'll get into some of that.
Okay.
To sparkling or still wines, at Brothers Drake, they craft still wine style mead. That was a good one. But it says, while we consider wine to be made from grape juice, our meads do draw similar characteristics and flavors from solely grape and fruit juice wines. Mead, however, with honey as its primary sugar source, which I love. I love honey.
I love honey.
Especially, they always try, like, it's local honey, you know?
So when I do ribs,
Yeah.
I do honey, brown sugar.
So good.
And that's when I do it like it's called the 3-2-1 method. You go 3 hours smoke, 2 hours wrapped, 1 hour unwrapped.
Yeah.
So in that 2 hour wrap period, it is brown sugar and honey. Flip the meat side down on the ribs, wrap it, throw it on the grill, meat side down.
Imagine that with one of these great meads to go with it.
Oh my god!
But it says the honey is the primary sugar source for fermentation. It has a history of all the flowers from which the honey was made. That's what I loved about it. So we don't think about...
Say that again.
So, okay, the last sentence is mead, however, with honey as its primary sugar source for fermentation, has a history of all the flowers from which the honey was made. I never thought about how different honey can be because bees make honey from whatever flower they go to, right?
Right. So they have you have clover based honey, which I don't understand how they can just say all this honey comes from clovers.
That had to be a controlled. I think that it probably had to be so much that they could prove a certain percentage was made from clover.
Yeah.
But I never really thought about, man, how many flowers? I'm not a flower guy. How many flowers do bees visit? You've already tasted.
I did, and
So I'm going to read this last short paragraph, and then we'll do. We didn't rate the strong arm. What do you give the strong arm out of 5 donuts?
Oh, that strong arm?
Yeah.
I'm easily giving that a 4.
Bingo! I was right at a 4.
Easily giving.
I love that strong arm. I don't want to share any of that. I don't want to. Like, I'm mad that I had to bring that on the air. I wish I stashed that bottle.
We are going to be like.
We're going to be fighting over these.
Jim Beam.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the Jim Beam.
I want
to
hit something.
100 proof.
Exactly.
The strong arm. If you are anywhere near Columbus or anywhere that carries it, look it up online. Brothers Drake strong arm, phenomenal. Go get it.
You know what? Don't even bother. Just go straight to the meadery. If you're in the Columbus area, just go straight to the meadery.
If you're in the Columbus area, just go.
Yeah.
It's the people there were so nice to me, walking up all dirty and nasty from work. The strong arm with the Rosie riveter on the label for the women's. Man, I'm stumbling everywhere. I'm trying to talk too fast.
Well, slow down. You're
Strong
excited.
arm. I'm so excited. The Brothers Drake Meadery strong arm with Rosie the Riveter on the label for International Women's Day is fantastic. Go get a bottle.
Yeah,
I don't care if you like
definitely.
whiskey. I don't care if you like rum, vodka, whatever you like. Go get it. If you like beer, go get this. So, Brothers Drake says our meat is simple. We use local honey and local ingredients whenever possible, which I love. Much of the work we do is to create an increasingly closer supply of raw materials from honey, fruit, and spice to packaging and business partners. I absolutely love anything that stays local. I love small business. You know my feelings on big government, big business, big corporation, big food, big pharma.
Do you see what I see on this site?
So I love everything about this. I see a collaboration.
Yeah, with Middle West Spirits.
With Oyo.
This is a 2017 collaboration with OYO, which is Middle Western Spirits.
Middle
West Spirits, sorry.
I see an orange blossom. I want all these. I want to try all these.
All right. Fuck, we got to make a trip.
You were about to click add to cart.
I was.
You're like, let's
I'm
go.
Like, well, I sat here and I went like this. I went,
He's going through the quantity. It goes 1, 2, 3, and it goes up to like 24.
You can get a whole case.
Give me a case of that. So now we're trying the pollinator, which is
just it's an apple mead.
Now on the back of the label, they have these little diagrams that tell you whether it's sweet, spicy, or what.
So they do. So on this one, let's just go 1 through 3. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what their rating system is on the back of this. So honey 2, sweet 3, fruit 2, oak 1, tart 2, floral none.
So this should be sweet and fairly tart with a slight oakiness.
It's going to be super sweet with a slight tart and a little bit of oakiness.
Now on the nose, this smells different than the strong arm.
Way different. It doesn't smell like a cider.
Right.
It smells like apple juice. It smells
It smells.
I don't want to say Mott's apple juice, but it smells like.
It's not as spicy smelling.
No, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that spice like that cinnamon.
I get more floral on this,
There's no floral on this.
but that's what I smell on it.
Oh, I just smell an apple. Like you just took
But
a bite
my
out of
nose
an apple.
sucks.
You just take a bite out of an apple.
Like a Granny Smith.
I was going to say.
I don't know apples.
I was gonna say
It could be a Fuji. I don't know.
One of the pink ones, like a Fuji.
Yeah. Okay. Is Fuji a pink apple?
Yeah,
I don't know apples.
it's kind of like pinky yellow.
It smells great.
It smells
Here's
fantastic.
the thing. No,
and it's,
this,
you know
this
what?
is
I've already
one.
taken a drink of it.
Oh, did you? I missed it.
It is fucking fantastic.
This is okay. So you talk about it then. I'm going to taste it while you talk.
I'm just going to
While you hack up a lung.
Yeah, COVID. No, this one is really good. This one is so. I didn't read the back of the strong arm bottle, but I'll read the back of this one. It's a refreshing apple mead. Hold on, glasses. Made from a blend of fresh pressed apples, raw wildflower honey, fermented and aged in oak. As mead makers, we believe in using the highest quality and most local ingredients. We can support the people, planet, and pollinators that produce them. So this is 13%, by the way. The hold on, the strong arm,
I think it was also 13.
is 13 as well.
So this
And
is
The strong arm doesn't have the diagram.
Oh, it doesn't.
Interesting.
Now here's the thing I'll say about the pollinator. I taste more of the spices in this than I did. It tastes more like a dry wine
Yes,
compared to the strong arm.
that's a great description. Dry.
Yeah, it's dry.
It's like a dry apple juice.
Yeah. Not bad.
I like it.
I hate dry wine. I'm not a dry wine guy.
I like all wines.
You especially Liz, you guys are more wine people than we are.
I'm an alcohol aficionado, not an addict.
Well, you're an alcohol fine line.
It is a very fine line to be an aficionado.
They both start with A. This is a drier version of their mead, I think. And
Yeah.
I don't mean that negatively. It
No,
just is what it is.
It is really good.
What would you give this one?
So I like it. Like, go out and get it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. I like it. Go out and get it. It's not a 4. I would give it a 3.25, but we don't do quarters.
We don't do quarters.
So I'm going to give it a 3.
I'm also giving it a 3. We're spot on.
Yeah, it is.
Now here's the thing.
It is really good.
3
it
does
is
not mean
fantastic.
bad. If you are a Brothers Drake fan, maybe they shared this, or hopefully they share this, or you've caught this through a hashtag on social media. Our rating system is 1 through 5 donuts using only
And it
half
means
points.
nothing.
It means jack crap, but two blue collar guys giving their thoughts that we're going to be real. We don't care who gives us what or who pays us what or who does what.
I think.
But anything above a 2.5 is buy it.
So I think
I would say if you are a dry wine person or a dry drink person, or you're looking for something that's not sweet,
this would be right up your alley.
Right up your alley. I have a sweet tooth. I prefer something very sweet.
Yes.
So
and I'm
giving
like
this a 3,
overly
saying
sweet.
if you don't like it really sweet or you tend to like a more dry wine or a dry drink, this would be up your alley. For me personally, this is a 3 where the strong arm was a 4.
So, and I think if we had actually started with this before the strong arm, this probably would have ended up being a 4.
Or a 3. I'd probably be 3.5.
Or a 3.5.
'Cause I'm not a dry guy. I'm not. I don't like dry wine. I hate dry red wines. I'm just, it's just who I am. And I know that and I admit that. This is not something that I would be a great reference point on. I'm not a dry wine guy.
So I don't know if you just saw what I saw on the screen. So the pollinator, it's wildflower, honey, and Lodi apple varietal.
Yeah.
Varietal. Sweet. Okay.
It's sweet.
But when I went down to the barrel aged, there is where to go? Here it is.
Strong arm?
The collaboration.
Oh, okay.
Traditional mead aged in watershed bourbon barrels, semi-dry. So they do. That is a term they use for this. I do think this is a little more dry than the strong arm.
Yeah.
And had we had tried this before the strong arm, this probably would have been a 3.5.
But the strong arm says right there, it's apple spice mead aged in whiskey barrels from Oyo Spirits.
OYO.
Sweet. OYO. I call it Oyo. I'm not articulate. I'm not fancy. But it says it's
I like
sweet,
that.
which I love. I do like the pollinator.
I do. I
would say get it. At 3, I'm saying buy it if you're into the drier stuff.
Yeah.
If you're into the
Absolutely.
semi-sweet or semi-dry. But this is a drier one. The strong arm for me, right now, out of the two we've tried today. Now, and again, the apple pie, I finished on our last episode. We had it.
And I like the apple pie.
Yeah.
Now that I've had these two and I think back to the apple pie, the apple pie would probably end up at like
in between them somewhere.
No, you know what? I'm going to leave it the same.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at 3. I like the apple pie. But if I had a choice between these two and the apple pie, like I had to choose one, I'm going for the strong arm all day.
100%.
I mean,
they did it right. They I'll tell you what, when they did something for International Women's Day, they knocked it out of the park.
It is.
So while you're opening the Battle Axe, their site says they use the best ingredients to give them the best taste. They work with suppliers that use organic farming practices, which, you know my history, you know I love. So nature does most of the work. They minimally process their ingredients and never add sulfites. Dude, their bottles, phenomenal cork pop. 5 out of 5 on the cork pops.
Yeah.
The equation's pretty simple. Quality raw materials go in, amazing meat comes out. You're a fitness guy. Ish.
Yeah.
But you like quality
this
products.
Whole bottle in my mouth.
Yeah, right. But you like quality products.
I do.
Good quality meat, good quality. Yeah, so
well, that has nothing to do with fitness. That's just because I'm a snob.
Well,
even pizza.
That's true.
I mean, my pizza's got to be quality pizza, or else I won't eat it. I don't eat chain pizza.
I eat some chain pizza, but I'm fat and poor.
I won't touch chain pizza.
So while you're getting that bottle ready to pour, here's some types of meat. Melomel. Never knew there were types of meat. Melomel, which they said to me up there, and I had to Google it because I couldn't fully understand what they were saying. Your face while you poured that looked fantastic.
Shit is pink.
Melomel is a mead made with fruit added for flavor. Sizer is similar to cider. It's a mead that has apples or apple juice. So we're getting a little Melomel, a little Sizer. Metheglin is meads that are made with spices such as nutmeg or cinnamon, sometimes considered to have medicinal benefits. This is good for us.
Okay.
Show mead. It's a plain mead with no spice or fruit added in. It's just straight up, here's mead. This is what it is traditionally. When I Googled mead and I started looking at there's 10, 15, 20 different types of mead.
I'm not surprised.
I never expected that, though. I
mean, at this point, with as many different types of whiskeys and bourbons and beers
right.
and everything else, I'm not surprised that there's that many different types of mead.
I'm not now, but we've never ever tried mead.
We didn't.
Until I walked in, saw mead, and thought, hey, it's my birthday, let's try something new. And now, here we are.
All right, so
we're learning. And I love this bottle.
It's
the only
great.
dark bottle. It's a black and red label.
Well, it's a green bottle
right.
with pink juice.
Mm.
I mean, it's got pink juice. Anyway,
she only like me for my pink juice.
It's
kind of red.
The tasting notes on this are spice none.
Spice nuns? Like Catholic? Like cross yourself and dot your eyes?
You can't hear. I said none.
Oh, okay.
One spice, unspiced none. 2 sweet, 3 fruit, no oak, 2 tart, 1 floral.
So this is going to be fruity and tarty.
It's going to be sweet, fruity, and it should be slightly sour.
Which you might like because you love sour beers.
I love sour beers. I got some more unicorn farts down in the fridge.
That's the only sour beer I've even stomached.
That's good. Oh, I got a couple more down there, I think.
This does smell more tarty and florally.
It does, yeah.
Which I didn't expect. I don't know what I expected of Battle Axe.
I don't know what you expected of it either. Like you were like, no, that one has to be
Save
last.
that last.
I think it was just based on the name. It's
It is. It's the
Mead,
name of the bottle.
It's Mead with cranberry, juniper berry, and vanilla.
Which we
Cranberries are kind of tart.
They are, and
I
we like vanilla in our whiskey and bourbon.
I've never had juniper berry.
I don't even know what a juniper berry is.
Well, a juniper tree is basically a pine tree, a type of pine tree.
I feel like I just drank a Viking. That's straight Viking juice. I tell you what, that is tart. You're going to love it. That is tart and sour.
That's good.
Your face is way different than mine. My lips puckered. You went, oh, yeah.
I can feel the tingle like in the back of my tongue.
Oh, man.
I like that. That is great.
That is not what now I'll tell you this. If I tried this, when I was sitting there holding Battle Axe, just because of the name and the labeling, and the apple pie, if I went with this, we may not be where we are today.
Potentially.
Because I don't know that I like this near as much as the others.
Well, you opened that apple pie before you even brought it over to the show.
Oh, well, I bought it for my birthday.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If I bought Battle Axe and tried it on my birthday, I don't know that I would have brought it here to try. Or I would have given it to you and said, here, I don't like this.
I would have drank it.
Now, I'm not saying I don't like this as in it's bad, but this to me tastes like a dry red wine. It's a very tart, sour, not in a bad way sour, not sour milk. It reminds me of like the unicorn farts where I went, it's not for me.
Right.
So
this is wildflower, cranberry mead with juniper berries, bold and tart, semi-sweet.
I agree that it's bold and tart. 100%. It is bold. It is tart.
So I feel like we're going to have completely different scores for this one.
Absolutely. This is where we are going to differentiate ourselves from each other in our opinions. Go ahead with yours. I'm going to give my honest review in a minute.
So I really like it. I like tart. I like sour. It doesn't have to necessarily be beer. I like Sour Patch Kids.
I love Sour Patch Kids because they're sour, then they're sweet.
This never
gets sweet.
This reminds me of a sweet tart.
It never gets sweet, though.
Sweet tarts aren't really sweet.
When you bite into them, they are. They're sugary.
If you suck on them, they're not.
I can feel my gums while drinking this.
I like this. I'm not a 4. I'm not a 3. So I'm going to go with a 3.5 on this for me.
That's pretty high.
For
our rating system. That means you should go get this.
But I'm a sour. I'm a sour guy. Literally.
You are 100% a tart.
Yeah, I am super tart. Hey. I am super tart. Sour beers, sour candies. If I eat them,
I like the sour candies if they get sweet in the end. Right here, this is like eating a Sour Patch Kid or a Warhead that never ever gets sweet.
Warheads. I love Warheads.
Even with the Warhead, when you get the sour powder off, it gets sweet at the end.
I never got to that because I just chewed straight through them.
You still taste the sweet.
I never got the sweet on the Sour Heads. It was
your taste buds are broken.
I would buy the paint bucket of Sour Heads. They came in a paint bucket.
Yeah, they did.
I bought the paint bucket.
Came in like a gallon bucket.
And I would just sit and eat there's Warheads. Like the big ones, not the little discs. The round ones. That were just full of sour powder.
Sphere flavored. Like the flat earth is. Awesome. The Battle Axe here, so you give it a 3.5. I'm giving it a 2.5. The reason I'm not giving it any lower is because I think I'm trying to be fair. If you like tart, if you like sour, you should get it. This is the least favorite of now the 4 we've had. If I saw this, the Strong Arm, the Pollinator, and the Apple Pie sitting on a shelf, here's my top 4. Strong Arm first.
Okay.
Apple Pie second.
Really?
I think so. Pollinator third, and then Battle Axe. The Pollinator and the Apple Pie might flip-flop. But definitely my top is the Strong Arm.
Oh, that's Strong Arm. So
hands down, my favorite. Battle Axe is my least favorite. But at 2.5 out of 5 donuts, that's not saying all it's middle of the road. I'm saying this is still better than most wines I've tried. I'm not a wine guy. I don't like dry wines. I would drink this over a dry wine. If I'm looking to entertain guests and they are coming over for a dinner party, a formal dinner party, I would rather serve this than some dry red wine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here's where so just based on the 3, Battle Axe is in a class of its own.
It's completely different.
It's different.
It's the only dry one. It's the only tart.
Not even
not dry. Sorry, it's the only tart one.
This goes back
Semi-sweet.
to my bourbon versus rye versus wheat. They're not even in the same category. They are two completely different categories. You've got, they're meads.
Yeah,
But you've got apple.
you can taste the cranberry in that Battle Axe, man.
Yeah,
you've got to pee now.
You've got apple, and then you have another flavor.
That Battle Axe has made me have to pee very badly.
So, I have literally scored this out in its own,
Just all by itself.
all by itself.
I'm still saying it 2.5. I might be 2, but it's not bad. It's not like I can't hate it. It's just not my taste.
Right. No, and I get that. And
So that's why I'm saying 2.5. It's middle of the road for me. Would I go buy it again? I'm not. But I am telling anybody listening, if you like the tart, the semi-sweet, if you like a red wine, forget the red wine. Go get the Battle Axe. This is better than any red wine I've had. Aside from, I have recently found a strawberry wine I love. And
strawberry wine's really good.
Yeah. But it's super sweet. Like, it's super sweet, which is why I like
wine.
it. It is. Oh, absolutely.
Like, I have friends who make wine.
Yeah,
And they're
so-
reopening their shop, and I can't wait.
I'm excited. But for me, the Battle Axe, which I was the most excited about, and that's why I said save for last, is
You're
my
the
least
most
favorite of these three.
Is the most disappointing.
It's kind of like that Woodford that we tried with Dude's 4 samples. It was...
I blame Dude.
Well, the Woodford was a letdown. This isn't a letdown. Brothers Drake did a good job with this.
They
It's
did
just,
fantastic.
I'm not a semi-sweet guy. I'm not a bold and tart guy. I'm just not. So I would say if you are looking for something new to try and you've never had mead, go down to Brothers Drake, find where you can get it. If you like sweet, go with an apple pie. Go with a strong arm is my favorite so far.
Well, even before then, go to their website and look to see what the flavor profiles are.
Yeah, because
it's gonna tell you.
They have so many different offerings.
There's,
We're just touching the tip of the iceberg.
yeah, I mean, there's probably
20, 30,
no, there's not that many.
57, 94.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably 242.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things they make.
There's probably a good. Let's see, we got 3.
We're counting. We're literally counting their site. 15,
16.
15. Okay.
So there's 16. I
And
was gonna
then
say
if
15.
you go there, they make cocktails.
They do.
They do flights where you
they
can go
have
tasting.
Their menu is on.
See,
their
look,
website.
they have a tasting flight. I love that.
Yeah.
5 pours. You can either do the
5
standards
3-ounce
or
pours.
pick your own.
And a 3-ounce pour is more than your standard 2-ounce pour that you would get if you got a flight of whiskey somewhere.
Or 1.5. 1.5 is a pretty basic whiskey
That's
pour.
yeah.
So you're getting double that.
Right.
5 3-ounce pours from the standard list is only $13.
Pick your own.
5
is
from
15.
pick your own is $15. That's cheap.
That's amazing.
I would say out of a place to visit, I would say that Brothers Drake is a 5 out of 5. You should go visit it.
Oh, absolutely.
I kind of want to go back. I want to try. I want to try more.
I am looking.
My
I
thing
wish.
is-
I wish, because I'm about to go downstairs and make this. We have apple pie mead, the pollinator. I don't have OYO, but I do have all kinds of whiskey.
So we might make a
And
cocktail and be right back.
We may do that because Brothers Drake actually commented and said, "Wonder what whiskeys would pair really well with those." And I responded and said, "I'm sure we can find out.
Let's figure it out. You want to?
Let's go see if we can
Because
figure
I
that
got
out."
to pee anyway.
All right.
Be right back.
All right. So
Here we are. We are back.
I'm happy that you know that I like you because I have a very much unopened bottle of Ashcat sitting right here from Virgil Kaine.
I love that you like me. You don't like many people.
I don't like a lot of people.
It's like basically your family and me most days.
Actually,
I annoy you some days though.
you do. I did yell at you
You did.
one day online.
You really did on Facebook
I was
Messenger.
like, motherfucker.
But here's the thing. With most people that I don't care about, I keep pushing the buttons. I poke the bear. When you get upset at me, I go, all right, I'll back off.
Yeah.
See, that's just how much I like you. I respect
See, and
you.
I appreciate that.
You were like, I just want this to stop. And I went,
No, it
done.
wasn't even that. It was the.
What was it?
I was like, dude, where are you at? And you were like, dude, where are you at? I need a friend to talk to. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't even remember
It was
this.
when dude had posted something about he had.
When you said dude, you meant dude, not just me.
Right. I was talking to
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
It was
you
in
were
our
talking
group
to
text.
dude.
I was talking to dude.
Dude Pool of Bourbon Hunters,
Yes.
the Bourbon Hunters podcast.
And I said, dude, where are you at? Because whatever it was, I wanted to know where he was at, that he got that steak that he had, and he was out for his anniversary. And you're like, dude, where are you at? I need a friend. Blah, 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 blah. And I just was like,
I don't even.
my response, I just singled you out like in your own message. I'm like, hey, Why you always got to be the fucking funny one?
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
I'm trying to start a conversation. Remember the show we did about conversation starters? And you were like, oh.
Well, you sent me that message. I didn't reply to you, and I also
did not.
deleted a comment that I made on one of your Facebook posts.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because you'd posted something, and I think it was your car for sale, your Audi, and I replied something which you didn't respond to.
I didn't.
And it was
see
like
it.
the next day. Well, this was like the next day, and then I went, all right, I'll stop. So when I push my friends that I care about too far, I go, you know what? That's on me. My bad.
Oh,
and I'll back off.
I was slightly irritated that day anyway, and then we just did a show that has not been released about conversation
starters.
And I was trying to start a conversation.
And you messaged
dude.
me personally out of the group chat.
I'm like, you
so dude and Tyler
motherfucker.
won't. Well, Tyler don't listen. Dude won't know about this. And he was like, dude, did we not just talk about starting conversations with people?
God damn it!
And how to do so? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, all right, my bad.
All right, so
here we are.
Ran downstairs real quick. And I picked up a bottle of Weller Special Reserve. I don't have any OYO. So I picked up a bottle.
Currently, you've had it.
I've had it. I don't have any.
We haven't reviewed it either.
No, we haven't.
We should.
I haven't had a bottle, and it's my fault. I like it. It's just I don't think about it is the problem. There's so much out there that I just don't think about it.
Yeah, and we've tried so many new things, and since you've had it many times.
I have. I've had probably
you
6 or
forget
7
to review
bottles.
it because we've just recently started keeping track of what we have reviewed over 100 episodes. We just started charting.
Which I'm doing a really bad job of keeping.
Yeah,
track
you are. Well, I went to do it literally the day I started it. I was like 6 episodes in, and you messaged me the list, and I was like, delete. Martelle's on it.
I got it, but I haven't been keeping. So anyway, I don't have any OYO, and it's on me. I haven't had any in 2 years.
We should get some and review it.
But we need to get some because local.
That's from
Columbus, Ohio, Middle West Spirits. So what I've done, or what I'm going to do, is I don't know how they make this Cortland. It's apple pie mead and OYO whiskey.
This is a cocktail you can get at Brother Drake.
This is a cocktail you can get
on Fifth.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Virgil Kaine Ashcat, which is a blend. And most OYO, just so everyone's aware, I believe is red Ohio wheat. That's what it's made from.
Okay.
So
I know nothing of it.
I have only 2 wheated whiskeys downstairs that'll work for this. My Maker's Mark will not work for this. The toffee and the caramel mocha bomb.
Yeah.
Those, no. So I grabbed my Weller Special Reserve, and I grabbed a fresh, unopened bottle.
And you just cracked it.
Of Ashcat, and I haven't even opened it yet.
Now, for those of you at Brothers Drake, or fans of Brothers Drake, who have not had Virgil Kaine bourbon or whiskey out of the Carolinas, you do not know what you're missing. This is one of these show favorites.
This is a 2014.
That's how long we've had it. 6 years.
No, that's how long.
That's how long we've had it.
those eyes.
I give him the look like, shut up. No,
Shut up.
But for real, the Virgil Kaine is something that we hold in high regards because.
Oh, no, I take it back. It's 2016. This is bottle 2014.
Okay.
Out of the batch.
So anytime that we or anybody we know heads towards the Carolinas, Georgia, we got some from Georgia from Quinn.
Yep, I know.
Mentioned earlier.
I know some people that have gotten some in Tennessee.
In Tennessee, which I looked all over Tennessee last year, could not find a bottle. Well, when I say all over Tennessee, like the few shops I went into, Virgil Kaine makes a fantastic product. If you like a bourbon or whiskey, you cannot beat it, especially for the price. They're not expensive.
It's ridiculous.
It's like
And
$32 a bottle. It's one of the best I've had. The ginger that I got from Quinn is in my cabinet unopened. I'm afraid to open it because I only have one. It's the only Virgil Kaine I personally own.
Well, and we were just talking about Quinn before we started the show. He's heading down to Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
And I have a place for him to go. I don't want to give away my honey hole in Myrtle Beach, with all the people
You gave me
in
your
Ohio.
honey hole.
Yeah, I did. With all the people in Ohio going down to Myrtle Beach, I don't want to give it away.
Right.
So, but I will give it to Quinn so that he can go pick some up because I'm not going to Myrtle Beach this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to Hilton Head instead.
So we're trying to make a Cortland here.
So
Martelle's
I'm
got
gonna-
a
I'm
shaker
gonna
out.
attempt
He's
it.
got a bar spoon out. He's going full on official. The Cortland is apple pie mead, which we're using the strong arm, right? Or the pollinator. Pollinator. We're using the pollinator, and we're using Virgil Kaine Ashcat.
Which the Virgil Kaine Ashcat is a balanced blending of 5-year-old wheated bourbon and high rye bourbon finished in sherry cask.
So it's finished in sherry cask, much like the Angel's Envy we've reviewed.
Yes. But it's a blend of the two.
What's the mixture here? Do you go about half and half? 50,
I went about
50?
half and half.
Okay,
Because I don't know what it is. So
we're not going to call this a Brothers Drake Cortland because we don't know.
I'm going to call this.
So we're going to review our own mixture of mixing whiskey with the apple pie finished in bourbon barrels, which is the pollinator.
I'm going to call it the Ashinator.
Okay, the Ashinator it is. So, Brothers Drake, we have made an Ashinator. You smelled it, and your face just got really excited.
It smells really good.
So, go ahead and give it a taste there. I'm going to let you give it a taste. I'll get ready to give it a sniff while you review it.
I like it. I may have went a little heavy on the bourbon.
Now, here's the thing on the smell.
But
I smell a little bit of the apple, but a lot of the whiskey.
Yes.
Which isn't bad.
It's not bad.
We like whiskey. We like bourbon. We love Virgil Kaine. I love that you did this. You stirred it over the rocks.
Yeah. I probably should have went more 2-to-1 mead to whiskey instead of 50-50. It's good. It's a little heavy on the whiskey, though.
It's a little heavy on the whiskey, but I don't think it's a bad mix.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think a 2-to-1.
So here's the thing. If I was a bartender and I was trying to showcase the product that I was the main product, which is the mead, I wouldn't have gone 50-50, and I shouldn't have gone 50-50 on it.
Yeah, I think a 2-to-1 would have been a little better. I don't know the mixture of their cocktails. I love the fact that they have a cocktail called the Mead Hatton because we have the Man-Fashioned.
We do.
So we have our own take on the Old Fashioned. They have their own take on the Manhattan.
Which I found some guy who started doing that shit online on YouTube. Not with the ginger.
Well, he ain't doing it right.
He's not using the ginger, but he's doing almost the exact. I say the same thing. He's doing almost the exact same thing because he only uses one bitter. He only uses the orange bitter.
Well,
and I use both.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so we're going to have to take that.
I'm going to take it from him.
Shove it up
that shit is mine. But you can't make a Man-Fashioned without Virgil Kaine ginger.
We're going to shove that right up his sphincter. But
let's try this again.
You going to do another one 2-to-1?
No, I'm not doing 2 to. Yeah. I'm going to do 2-to-1, but I'm going to do Weller this time.
Okay, so with Weller, we're going to do 2-to-1 with the pollinator, right?
Or I can go strong arm.
Do one. We got enough Weller. Do one with the pollinator, and then we may try one with the strong arm. The strong arm is so good on its own. I want more. I'm gonna if I go buy any more of this mead out of the 4 I've tried, I'm going strong arm every time. That is my favorite by far. But
out of this batch, absolutely.
Well, out of this batch and the apple pie we reviewed, the strong arm's my top. And you know how much I love the apple pie. I literally finished the bottle talking with Jason Giannetti and Mo Dingo. But at Brothers Drake, they have the Mead Hatton, which is a wild Ohio mead, OYO bourbon, or OYO if you're me, cherry and Angostura bitters. Which I love cherry. I love all the. I don't care if it's real cherry, fake. I love cherry.
You want to finish that up?
I'll shoot this real quick. All right, top me off. I love Luden's cough drops. I love cherry candies. So the Mead Hatton intrigues me. This Cortland, our version of it, we don't know how they mix it, so do not assume if you're listening that our Cortland is the same as what you get at Brothers Drake.
Down there. You're probably going
to take our review. I'm going to assume that they know what they're doing and they've tasted this and perfected it. But what intrigued me was that Ohio Gold cocktail, which is an apple pie mead, OYO bourbon, ginger liqueur, ginger beer, and orange. And I'm wondering, because of the ginger, if that's more our style. Because
I have ginger beer. I have ginger whiskey.
Which
I don't have an orange. And we have apple pie meat. Well, we don't have apple pie meat.
We can do it close to an Ohio Gold, too. And they have a Flytown Mule. Like, we need to go there and have some cocktails.
Yeah, we just need to go.
We need to do a live show with Brothers Drake, guys. Your products are fantastic. So
I'm
just tried
the hell out of this. Yeah, I did. So go ahead and give it a whirl. Tell me what you think.
Well, you go ahead while I'm drinking.
So the 2-to-1, and it eyeballed 2-to-1, is much better.
That is smooth.
And that's with the Weller Special Reserve. That's a green label bottle for those out there. That is good. That is super good.
I'll tell you what, if what they make is this or better, it is a knockout.
It's got to be better because I'm a hack.
Yeah, and you just eyeballed it, and they're using OYO, we're using Weller, which is, I've never had OYO. I'm just going to assume they're both wheated whiskeys.
They are both wheated.
We're using an apple pie mead, which I don't know, it doesn't say which mead they use. We're just using pollinator.
An apple. apple mead.
Yeah, apple mead. So, well,
It's not even the right mead, but
if I didn't drink all the apple pie,
Right.
we could.
It's fine though. I mean, it's
But this right here,
God, this is good.
this is smooth. This is as smooth. This is like drinking water. It's refreshing.
Yeah, I like this.
This
So-
is something I could drink after mowing the lawn for 4 hours or something, or like building a shed or.
And so I came up with another drink over a couple
That's so good.
like a week ago. So I was looking. I'm like, you know what? I kind of want something different. I want a whiskey sour. What do I need to make a whiskey sour?
So
Well,
you Google it. I mean,
I
that's,
Googled
that's a
it.
common drink.
I Googled it, and then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I got a better idea. I've got fresh pineapples that I've just cut up. I've got pineapple juice sitting here.
I love pineapples and pineapple juice. Like,
I do
I'll
too.
open a can of pineapples and drink the juice.
Drink the juice.
Absolutely.
So I'm sitting there. I cut up all this pineapple because we were doing pineapple turkey burgers. I've got all this juice.
Beth likes it when I eat pineapple too.
I bet.
That's so sorry. I'm going to get in trouble for that comment.
You're going to hell for that one. And when I mean
man.
hell, I mean Beth's going to unleash the fury on you.
She don't listen anymore.
No, but your mom does.
Mom does. All right. So anyway, pineapples.
I took all the pineapple juice. I put it in my shaker. I had orange juice. I poured some orange juice in the shaker. I had a little bit of lemon juice. I had lemon juice. Put a couple of drops of lemon juice in the shaker. Ice. Grabbed the Weller 107. Or no,
D&T.
not 107. The Special Reserve.
Okay.
Shook it. Dumped it into a 16-ounce glass. Holy shit. I made a pineapple orange sour that was amazing.
That sounds really good.
It is my new summer drink.
Here's my favorite thing too. Like, I am a 6'1", heavy,
Neanderthal.
bearded dude. You're a pretty big dude. I mean, you're not like fat big like me, but you're a stout country looking boy.
I'm 245.
Here's the thing: before you shaved your beard short, and before your hair looks so good quarantine, and when you cut it, I was like, oh,
I didn't want to cut it.
dude, it looks so good long. But we like fast cars.
I like fast cars. I like hot chicks. I like slow food.
We like fast food. Like, we like smoked meat. We like campfires and shooting guns and like manly things.
Flinging arrows.
And then, yeah, like, give me my bow and arrow or my crossbow, like, and then you give me a frou-frou drink with like pineapple and orange in it. I'm all in. I don't care what anybody thinks. If it's good, it's good. I get so tired of people saying that's a girl's drink. What's a girl's drink? This year, the Strong Arm for International Women's Day is my favorite meat I've ever had.
Right. So
there's no such thing as a quote-unquote girl's drink.
I've been
So now I want this. You should have made these. I want this pineapple orange thing you made.
We can do that for another show.
We have to.
Because I'm keeping pineapple juice and orange juice in the house solely for this.
Amazing.
Because it is out fucking standing.
I trust you.
I send it off to a buddy of mine who I call him a buddy. He's Harley's best friend's dad, and he's a whiskey guy, and he's a beer guy.
You can say buddy.
He's a buddy. He's an acquaintance.
Acquaintance, yeah.
So I sent him the recipe. I'm like,
you've called me an acquaintance for like 18 years.
Anybody that I don't hang out with is an acquaintance. So I don't really have buddies or friends.
So are we buddies? Because we hang out once a week on the minimum.
Yeah, I guess I can upgrade you
until I get kicked off the show, and then you'd be like, "Yep, he's an acquaintance."
Well, no.
Again.
So the problem is, if I kick you off the show, you got half of the intellectual property of the show. I have to rename the show and call it something else.
That is true.
So it's
that makes me feel better about my life.
I mean, it's that's just legal.
I will sue you for half of the $20
for
we
half
made.
of nothing.
Oh yeah, we're in the red.
Half of nothing equals nothing.
So anyway,
you would owe me half of what I half of the product.
Let's not split up. I'm too poor for that.
But anyway, I sent it off to him, and I'm like, give this a try. He tried it. He's like, holy shit. That's great.
It sounds amazing.
It's amazing. Like, when I'm down in Hilton Head, I'm going to make sure that I have pineapple juice, orange juice, lemon juice, and whiskey. And I don't care what the whiskey is. It doesn't matter because you can't really taste the whiskey. Liz is drinking them.
And
she doesn't. She hates whiskey.
We've given her whiskeys and bourbons we've loved, and she's like,
no.
Like, she'll drink and say, I can tell. Like, she can tell if it's good or bad quality, but she doesn't like it.
She didn't like it at all. She's drinking these whiskey pineapple orange sours, pineapple
impressive.
sours, whatever you want to call them. I haven't given them a name yet.
I'm wondering. Here's my thing right now, and we don't have to do it today. I would bring my own I still don't want to open it, but my Virgil Kaine ginger with a strong arm, shake it, stir it on the rocks like you've been doing, I think would be orgasmic.
We can make that happen today.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go. Pause.
I am not afraid to open a bottle for this show.
Dude, here's the thing.
So, I mean, and speaking of that, I won a bottle on the Bottle Lotto.
You did.
I did. What
on the
best
Ohio
part was,
Bottle Lotto.
So the state of Ohio, in their infinite wisdom, they put on lotteries for bottles. And most of the time I sign up. There's been a couple that I haven't signed up for because I'm not interested. Like the CYPB,
yeah.
I'm not really interested in that bottle of Weller. I'm out of breath.
you like ran downstairs and back upstairs quick this time.
And I said I'm coming in hot.
And I just knocked some off the stage. You did.
So,
he ran in and said I'm coming in hot and hit record as I was trying to get my mic and headphones back. We've never ever paused twice during an episode.
No.
In over 100 episodes, 2 years.
But I'm excited about this.
Dude,
so
I love Mead. Brothers Drake has opened my mind to an entirely new world.
It's a whole new thing. So,
Wait,
I like.
Hold on, pause. Did you just finish off the last bit of Virgil Kaine Ginger and open a new one?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not afraid to open a bottle.
Okay, Brothers Drake, I know you guys are going to listen to this. You've got to. This is unprecedented. We cannot get this stuff in Ohio. This Virgil Kaine Ginger, I got a bottle of it 3 months ago from a buddy who went down to Georgia.
This is that bottle.
And I got you one.
Yeah,
and I got our buddy from the Bourbon Hunters podcast, a bottle. I'm afraid to open mine because I don't know what I'm going to get next. You just finished off one bottle and opened another for the Brothers Drake.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to open a bottle. That's what it's for.
You're not. And that's what you said. If you ever want a bottle of Pappy or anything else, you're going to drink it.
My policy, I have an open bottle policy. So we had this conversation, or actually Dude and Tyler had this argument in our group chat.
With the Bourbon Hunters.
Yeah, it is. So Tyler wants the CY. He thinks I should get the CY
PB. Because the secondary is high on it.
The secondary on it $600.
Which is
ridiculous. But I have an open bottle policy. I will not get a bottle and not open it.
Right.
Now, let's just say that with everything that happens with the Ohio Lottery, because I did win a bottle, I signed up to win.
Which you let us on.
I did not let you on.
Hold on.
Whoa,
let us on. You asked if we won, and kind of you didn't lead us on, but you let us believe that nobody won. Hey guys, did you happen to win? You didn't come in saying, "Hey guys, I won. How about you?"
No one looked at the list that I sent and went, "Hey, there's a Brandon."
I was driving.
Either way,
plus I'm not scrolling through that whole list.
Well, either way,
that was a long list of names.
It's a long list of names.
So you won.
I ended up winning, but I signed up for a bottle of Weller Foolproof,
which we've been talking about for a year.
I want.
Yeah.
I want a bottle of Weller 12. Yes. I don't care about the CYPB. I keep getting.
We've talked about reviewing all these.
We have,
but the 12 and the Foolproof are the two we've both wanted.
Yeah. So, and I don't care about the retail value or the secondary market value.
You're not in it to make money.
I'm not in it to make. I'm in it to drink it and enjoy it with friends.
YOLO. I'm bringing back 2014 or whenever YOLO came out.
You only lift once.
You only lift once.
So,
and I'm only going to lift one bottle here.
Tyler thinks that I should get the other one, the CY blah blah blah. Don't give a shit.
CY peanut butter.
I will take the Foolproof or the 12. Now the option when you won this one, they fucking switched it up on us. OHLQ taking something super simple, and really fucking it up for everybody. They had Weller Foolproof, Ohio Select, Weller Foolproof allocated. The difference is someone went down and said, I want that barrel, and that barrel to get X amount of bottles.
Right.
Oh, this is what is actually allocated to the state of Ohio a year and a half ago when the shit came out. So it's been sitting in a warehouse for a year and a half. Let's just be clear here.
Yeah.
It's not like they got it 2 days ago and figured out that, we should do this. Then they got Weller 12, which they've been sitting on
forever
in a warehouse. And they have CYPB. I keep wanting to call it BP because of the gas station.
Then
they
petroleum.
Right. Beatrix Potter.
I I don't know who that is.
He wrote Peter Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
So
they got Weller, Peter Rabbit.
So I don't care about that bottle. I didn't even sign up for that raffle to win a chance to get that bottle. Because it doesn't interest me.
It's one of those things that I would sign up to win, but if I had a choice, I'm like you, it'd probably be lower on my list. Like, I would rather have the foolproof or the 12, which you and I have talked about.
Well, they're doing a 12
and off the air for
So
yeah.
for those that don't
raffle.
know, they're doing a 12 raffle. They do it every year. They're doing a 12 raffle coming up in like a month or two.
Right.
So, and I'll sign up for that too. I sign up for all of them. This is the first one I won. Am I excited? Yes. Am I going to do an Instagram acceptance speech? Fuck yeah, I am.
Because why not? You gonna do it on yours, or you should do it on the Buckhorn page, because we need more followers at the Buckhorn Podcast. At Buckhorn Podcast on Instagram. Look at Buckhorn Podcast on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do an acceptance speech.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to. I told my buddy. So my buddy Craig won. I went to college with
Craig of all things.
Yes. My buddy Craig went.
I never knew who that was. I just assumed that's who you're talking about.
It is.
Thanks, Craig.
Him and I went to college together. Him and I are the ones that played
at DeVry University.
At DeVry.
Wait,
that's where we met.
Was it DeVry Institute of Technology when you went?
It was the DeVry Institute of Technology.
You're so old. When I
40.
went, it was DeVry Institute. It was DeVry Institute of Technology when I applied. By the time I actually started, it was DeVry University. You just turned 42.
I did.
You're
on the 22nd.
Old. And I just
Monday.
turned like 4 days before I turned 37.
So, but Craig and I used to play like Unreal Tournament.
Dude.
No, hold on.
Best computer game ever.
Hold on.
Hands
Craig
down.
and I would play Unreal Tournament and Half-Life and stomp the fuck out of people.
Me and Eric would take you any day.
Well, I couldn't do it today.
I couldn't either.
But we would go.
We should get you and Craig and me and Eric to go 2v2.
I don't even have
Unreal Tournament and Half-Life.
I don't have a computer that can support it anymore.
Your phone can support those games. Are you kidding me? That was 2000-ish.
Well, so Craig and I would go into like clan matches. Like,
we've talked about this before. Yeah,
we're
me
recruiting
and Eric did too.
And
it was the two of us with clan tags.
We didn't have clan tags. It was just me as Martelle and Craig as whatever his name was.
We made up fake clan tags.
We sat on the phone. We were on the phone with each other. We had the same phone that had headsets. And we would talk to each other like, oh, I'm over here in this corridor.
Yeah.
Oh, this motherfucker's coming. Boom!
Oh, I would haul up my tower, my 17 or 19-inch CRT monitor, keyboard, mouse, everything, wired,
we didn't
up
do
to
all
his
that.
house in Groveport from Circleville, set up and play. But then I would take the disc to DeVry, and my psych class was in a computer lab that had the like recessed monitors in the desk, so you couldn't put your legs on them because there's like a CRT monitor under glass. I would literally go in 15 minutes early, load Unreal Tournament, and play that through psych. I got an A- in psych.
Oh, I love
I failed other classes that had no computers, but in the one I played Unreal Tournament in, I got like an A-.
You aced it. Yeah, Craig and I would just trounce the fuck out of people.
This smells amazing.
So he won a bottle as well. And I'm like, well, fuck.
Craig did?
Yeah, Craig,
Congrats,
Craig did as well. And he was like, I'm like, I didn't get an email, so I must not have won. No. Somehow I got unsubscribed from the OHLQ email list.
Which you messaged us about.
And I didn't get the notification that I won. How does that fucking work? My name's on the list. My ticket's on the list. I didn't
here's
get
the
an email.
thing, because of that, I
Whatever.
wonder how many people won that don't know it, that they'll go back and go, okay, we have so many bottles.
They're going to forfeit it.
Right.
The problem is after like a couple weeks, they'll forfeit it and they'll draw new tickets.
Right, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm holding out for.
So maybe you'll get lucky.
You need to stay on top of that because I don't notice those things. So right now we're about to try Virgil Kaine Ginger.
So what I did was I mixed a Virgil Kaine Ginger. I'm excited.
Virgil Kaine Ginger.
I'm super excited. I opened a new bottle for this. I poured in an old bottle, opened a new bottle. We got Virgil Kaine Ginger Infused Bourbon out of South Carolina. I've got the Brothers Drake Strong Arm, which is
you did the strong arm on this?
Fuck yes, I did. And we're going to see what this is like. I mean, we did the Weller, we did the Ash Cat with the Apple Mead, with the Pollinator. We might as well take what they have for their mead, their barrel-aged mead,
right?
Mix it with the ginger that kind of represents the Ohio Gold. I don't have orange. I'm out of orange. Although I could. Oh shit! I should have grabbed the orange bitters.
Do you want to do that real quick?
No, because I've already poured it.
Oh, that's true. You've already mixed and poured it.
All right, we'll try it.
All right, so go ahead and take a sip. On the nose, here's the thing. Virgil Kaine Ginger.
Oh, my God.
If that's your O face, I feel sorry for Liz.
No, that is just
That
like
was, you literally, on your like half squat, half stand-up stool in your stand-up
my
desk,
body collapsed.
You about went to the ground there.
I did.
That was so good. I love Virgil Kaine Ginger so much that when Quinn got me a bottle, I literally just texted Quinn and said, "Hey, you've been mentioned like 3 times. Listen,
Yeah. Hey,
4
Quinn.
now.
Quinn.
But
Quinn.
I won't open mine
10 times.
Here's where I'm at in my.
Don't be a
bourbon
bitch.
collection. No, hold on.
No.
First off, drinking
Hold
alone is
on.
different.
You know people that go down to South Carolina on the regular.
I've gotten 1 bottle.
Actually, my buddy Jeff's heading down next week.
Ooh, hook me up. Here's the thing for you. Anybody I know, I've texted 4 people now that have gone down south, and I said, if you find this, I got buyers. Buy any of it. If it says Virgil Kaine, buy it. I will get rid of it for you. But my 1 bottle, I'm down to Angel's Envy Rye, finished in the rum barrels, which is $100 and hard to find. I'm down to, which was my accidental buy.
That was an accident, yeah.
I thought it was $50 and didn't look at the receipt. I got the Virgil Kaine Ginger. I've got 1 bottle of Weller Special Reserve unopened. I've got 1 bottle of Eagle Rare.
Have you tried this yet?
No.
Stop talking.
Everything I've got
it.
is hard to find is what I'm saying.
So
I'm out of OWA.
I want to go ahead and give.
You give your review on this.
I like this. I like what I did with it. I didn't do much. I just poured it into a glass. I stirred it. I poured it out. Holy hell, is it amazing,
dude?
Like
this is
I'm tempted.
drink.
We're gonna go to the Meadery. Like we're gonna go meet with Brother Drake. I'm gonna take
them this
goddamn bottle
have them
with
try
me
this.
and be like, do this,
dude.
Work your magic with this. This is out fucking standing.
Oh my!
This is gonna be a
strong arm.
slider.
Is this strong arm?
This is strong arm.
What's your ratio? 2 to 1 ish.
I basically went about 2 to 1 eyeballing. Yeah.
So two parts
2 parts strong
arm,
1 part ginger.
Virgil Kaine Ginger.
It is a perfect balance,
Dude, this is one of the best drinks I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm
not BSing. This is not hype. This is not, Brothers Drake, gave us some samples. If you've listened to our podcast in the past, and those of you that are maybe just joining because of Brothers Drake or Virgil Kaine or whatever, you saw a hashtag, this is hands down. We don't lie. I will tell you if a product is trash, I will be honest. I do not care. If I went to Brothers Drake and they gave me 100 samples and they were garbage, I would say they're garbage. The Brothers Drake Strong Arm with the Virgil Kaine Ginger 2 to 1 Strong Arm to Ginger is one of the best drinks I've ever had in my entire life. This right here, this doesn't make me want to fight. This is like, I want to hug you. I want to give you high fives.
It's
I
like
want to play
smoking
football.
weed and being on LSD.
I want to go jump in a pool. This is happy
juice.
juice.
I'm getting a pool.
Like official?
Yeah.
You've been talking about it forever. You built the giant deck. You've got the trampoline. It's only a matter of time before I either break the trampoline or break a leg on the trampoline.
Well, you won't be on the trampoline
because of weight limits. But
Liz and we've decided
I can display some water though.
This week we're going over to meet with some pool.
What if you got a pool and I ran up, saw the pool, threw my shirt off, and jumped in? Liz would leave probably.
I would
the
do
kids
video.
would run in terror.
I would do video, and then I would try to do one of those rescue things that the guys do,
like roll me back in the water. Like when I'm trying to get out, you're just pushing me in. Brothers Drake Strong Arm.
It's
2 parts.
amazing.
Virgil Kaine Ginger, 1 part.
Hold on. So,
what do we call this? We need to name this. This has to be like the Buckhorn. It's got to. We need to name this because we just invented it. This is hands down one of the best drinks, and I've paid. You've paid money for a mixed drink.
You ready? Yeah. Oh yeah. God damn it, I have, and it pissed me off. I'm gonna call this the Buckhorn Strong Cane.
Buckhorn Strong Cane. I love this.
Now here's the next step I want to take is I want to get their what's it called? Shit. It's their barrel aged one that they just did that they have.
Dude, I can't stop. You need to make more of this. This
is their
incredible.
It's not their collaboration one. It's the one that they have on their
the gold label one.
The gold label one. Whatever that gold label one is. I want
Brothers
that.
Drake. We need to be in more touch. This
I want that.
Here's
So
the
it's
thing.
the next
like,
one. Here it is. I want this. I want the bourbon barrel apple pie
and that's the one I sent you the screenshot of
with
the Virgil Kaine ginger.
Virgil Kaine ginger.
We have got to collaborate.
Oh my God,
if
that
we
would be
can get Virgil Kaine and Brothers Drake to collaborate and make the
you
Buckhorn,
can't though. That's the problem because Virgil Kaine is not available in Ohio.
But Brothers Drake may reach out to them and get some shipments. Or
But they won't be able to do it because of OHLQ. It's the Ohio Liquor Control.
Dude, you're literally telling me the Tooth Fairy and Santa and the Easter Bunny and Peter Cottontail and Winnie the Pooh don't exist.
And the
right
Hanukkah cat.
And the Hanukkah hat. And the Festivus Bowl. You're telling me right now, like you're crushing my dreams.
I'm trying not to, but
we're going to figure this out. Brothers Drake,
oh my God,
Virgil Kaine, we're going to tag you both in every post we make. 2-1, Virgil Kaine, the 1 part Virgil Kaine ginger to infused with the 2 parts
of the
Brothers Drake strong arm is phenomenal. I do want to try it with the gold label bourbon barrel, but if I don't know if it can get better than this. I
don't know that it can get better. I know that it can get on the level.
You and I are we're just going to take a trip. We're just going to surprise them. It's not even going to be about the show. We just need to go down.
I'm literally going to show up with a bottle of Brothers Drake ginger. Be like, I need you to mix this.
Call Jared
with that.
Tomorrow you're going to text or call Jared and say, hey, listen to this show because it's releasing tonight.
It's going out this evening. I mean,
soon.
Right.
like
in an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, so
2 hours. I mean,
this is phenomenal. This is one of the best drinks I've ever had. It's smooth, it's rich, it's crisp.
It's better than the Weller or the Ash Cat.
Hands down, this is one of the best mixed drinks I've ever had in my life.
Do you know how many people we're going to have going down south now trying to find Virgil
They
Kaine
should.
ginger? I know.
They absolutely should. This is phenomenal. If you are from Ohio or Central Ohio and you traveled to North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, anywhere down south,
look for this.
Look for Virgil Kaine ginger. Bring it back. Go to Brothers Drake.
Get a bottle.
Get Strong Arm and do a 2-1 mix.
And I'll tell you what,
guarantee, especially stirred over the rock. You stirred it and strained it. So we have no rocks in our glass. Phenomenal. I'm giving this. What do you rate this? Rate this drink.
You know what? I'm going to rate this drink. And it's going to be absurd.
Do it.
5.
100%. This is the highest rating we've given anything.
It is. I can't.
It's phenomenal. I don't want to drink this last sip because I want more. This is phenomenal. Brothers Drake made such a good mead, and Virgil Kaine makes such a good ginger infused bourbon, and when paired together properly,
it's like 2 Karens going at it.
Orgasmic.
It is just like
100% pure entertainment.
What was my reaction? The first, I collapsed.
You literally sipped it. You're on like a stand-up, half-stand, half-sit stool with a stand-up desk. I'm in like a fat 1980s lounge chair.
Oh no, that's the 70s barrel back chair.
Barrel back chair. I fill it out. To me, it's like it's like a pair of shorts. But you about fell over. This is fantastic.
It's amazing.
I don't think we've given 5 out of 5 donuts to anything.
I think we gave 5 out of 5 to. I gave 5 out of 5 to 2 Bitch.
Oh,
for their Pack Leader Reserve.
I would like to try the Pack Leader Reserve with this too.
I don't. So,
but I don't know if the ginger infuse is different.
As much as I love 2 Bitch bourbon, and I love Lauren and Joe. I don't know that this will pair as well because this is infused. This is ginger infused. Theirs is a straight up 9-year bourbon.
You need to make more of these.
I don't know that it's not going to be the same. Like this is something completely different because it's a ginger and apple.
I will tell you
ginger
this.
with fruit just typically goes together. Like it pairs nicely.
I'm going to say this.
This is my culinary background.
This is what you went to school for.
This is what I started, and then I left. And went to.
Nobody's going to fact check
programming bullshit.
Nobody's going to fact check. You're a culinariist.
I like these two. Holy motherfuck!
I will tell you this. I am saving my Virgil Kaine.
You're saving your Virgin Kaine.
My Virgin Kaine ginger for a mixed drink with Brothers Drake Strong Arm. Hands down.
At this point, you have to.
Now here's the thing: the Manhattan was made as a typical old man fashion. We took an old fashioned, did a show with the Virgil Kaine ginger.
Yeah,
and made it a man fashion.
We said
this is a man fashion. You have to use Virgil Kaine ginger with these bitters
So,
and this is it.
And that's the
I am
only
now
thing
saying
that I use
this right
the
here-
Jurgen
Jane.
The only thing that I use the Virgil Kaine Ginger for is now Man Fashions. That has since changed.
Yes. This is now the second drink.
This is the second drink that I would
And
use
I'm going
this
to be
for.
honest, man. I think I like this more than a Man Fashion.
I can't compare the two.
Well, they're different.
They're
but
different.
Here and now today, it's a new discovery.
It is.
This is phenomenal.
It is
Brothers
amazing.
Drake knocked it out of the park with their strong arm.
If I went down there
Virgil
this
Kaine
week,
knocked it out of the park with the ginger. When you combine them, superheroes are born.
I'm a superhero.
Well,
I've been drinking the juice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Okay, great.
I'll roll with it.
All right.
We got to get more Brothers Drake. They have so many offerings.
We're going to have to. I want that peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, especially, dude, we love Screwball so much.
I almost brought the Screwball up to do a peanut butter jelly and apple. Or a peanut butter and apple.
We got time.
No, we don't. we got to close the show down.
We should do one more of these. Or two more of these. Or three more
I'll tell
of
you
these.
what. We will do a mix downstairs outside of the show.
Off the show.
I will grab the Screwball because I got a brand new bottle.
Oh.
And we will do a peanut butter and apple mead and
that
see
works for
what
me.
we get.
Brothers Drake.
You guys
Phenomenal.
fucking killed it.
Here's the thing. We have not done any reviews from anybody in Ohio like Brothers Drake.
We have not. We've done
Kentucky bourbon. We've done
Well,
Tennessee whiskey. We've done South Carolina,
let's just
Virginia.
do this. So, Two Bitch sent us bottles.
Dude, still love them. Hands down, still my favorite. So hard for us to get.
So, Two
Joe
Bitch
and
bourbon.
Laura are phenomenal.
Yeah, Two Bitch bourbon, and getting the Pack Lady Reserve is damn near impossible at this point.
I still like the Eureka.
Although
Eureka
you
Gold.
like the Eureka, I
like them both.
I liked it,
but
I wasn't a huge fan of the Eureka. I like the the
Pack
small bark
Leaders.
with bite, small bark with bite, and the Pack Leader Reserve.
Another good one.
Those are my two. Like, if I can get them, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Virgil Kaine, when it comes to their whole line of everything,
We've not had a bad one.
I've not had a bad one. But
some we like more than others.
I can't get
none of it's been bad.
I can't get them to send me any samples of new stuff. But I did ask when their next limited edition's coming out, and they told me September. So we have to find somebody heading down in the September-October range.
November. I'm going down November to Tennessee.
So that's when their next limited edition's
I'm
going to
going
be
to just
out.
drive over to North Carolina and see what I can find.
And Catoctin Creek. Scott.
We love Catoctin Creek.
I've been in conversations with him.
Yep.
With Mr. Harris, and I said, I love that bottle you sent. You sent that the rye, the cast-proof rye.
The best rye we've had, as I recall.
It is amazing. Like, that rye was
Phenomenal
amazing.
Yes.
He gave me a website to check out. They don't ship to Ohio.
Stupid Ohio.
But a friend of mine that I used to work out with the gym moved to VA.
Okay.
To the beach, Virginia Beach.
Yep.
A friend of his is coming from Lancaster.
Lancaster?
Lancaster.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. So he's coming from the city south of where we're currently located. And he's like, make your list. He goes, I'll send everything back.
Make a list?
He's like,
just send it back a reply. Number 1, everything.
well, first he's like, make a list of all the local breweries, and I'll send you back, a 6-pack of each or a 4-pack of each. Cool. By the way, I want some Catoctin Creek.
Yeah, like, you said breweries, and I went, who cares?
You went, who cares?
I'm not a beer guy. You are.
I'm like,
Out of the 4 beers you gave me like 4 months ago, I have 3 left.
You still have 3 left. You still haven't drank.
Which I thought about today, but I was only home for like half hour after work. Between work and coming here, which I left the office, came home, worked. I was here about 5 minutes later than I thought I'd be. But
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not a beer guy. But if we can get more Catoctin Creek, let me know.
I'm trying to.
Like, I have Woodford Trader Joe's coming for Mike.
I have Woodford Trader Joe's.
Which you do too.
Which I haven't picked it up yet. I need to pay Mike for it and go pick it up. But I'll reach out to my homie.
Dude, I would love
and I'll be like,
Catoctin
this
Creek.
is what I need. I need this or this.
Or both.
Or this one. No, there's a special release that I want.
Well, let me in on it.
I'm going to. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Okay.
I want this or this, which is the one that we got. The
Okay.
original one that we tried.
Which we loved.
The cast strength, which we loved. But then there's another one that they did a special release on.
Toxin Creek did?
Yes.
I am intrigued.
So anyway, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Insta, Google, Tweetstagram.
Check out Brothers Drake. I'm looking at the thing, and Drake is like prominent.
Yeah, it's really big.
So Brothers Drake Meadery. If you were in Columbus,
I'm a Mead guy
definitely
now.
check them out.
I'm telling you right now, Mead is going to be a staple in the Kiln Tavern.
I'm down. I was kind of making
this
fun
will
of
be in
you.
my man cave. No, we didn't know.
Well, no, I was kind of making fun of you if you're like, oh, you're like all in on the Mead stuff.
Yeah, you were.
No, I am all in on the Mead stuff now.
I'm telling you, dude.
Like,
it's a
holy
mind blower.
shit.
It's so good.
Like, I was basing it off one bottle. After having these 3 bottles,
They're so diverse too.
They're good.
They're local.
Oh yeah, so
Phenomenal.
we're going to be making a trip down there at some point. Whether we record a show down there or not, I will take the equipment with me.
Yeah, we can record there easily. It's not even a big setup.
No,
Have us down.
Not anymore. And I sold the Focusrite.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
What?
I sold it to a church.
What?
So definitely going to hit
Apropos.
up the Drake Brothers.
Brothers Drake.
I
Now here's the thing: if you were a new
I
listener,
keep screwing
hold
up
on,
the name.
hold on,
and I apologize.
give me a
It
second.
is
If you
Brothers Drake,
if you are
Meadery.
a new listener, Martelle is terrible
I'm dyslexic as fuck.
at reading. He's terrible at articulating himself verbally. He's one of the smartest guys.
No.
Like,
Hold on.
you're a smart guy.
On. It is not the fact that I'm bad at articulate. The minute that this mic gets in front of me,
You're terrible.
I'm
You're-
terrible.
you're
We can
complete
stand
trash.
downstairs and have a conversation.
Well, that's
and
true.
Everything's fine. The minute we get up here, I'm like,
It's like your butthole puckers, and you just go.
It's the Break Brothers. It's
You're so
Brothers
bad.
Drake.
You're a smart guy.
I know.
Where's the disconnect?
Well, I don't know. I think it's because I get excited. My brain moves faster than my mouth can.
Brothers Drake
and
got us
I have
excited
to,
here.
I have to slow down. It is Brothers Drake.
I am fully sold. I will buy Brothers Drake anytime. They're Mead over any wine. Even that St. James strawberry wine I was talking about, I will buy this over that anytime. I'm so
I will buy
excited
both.
that this is in my hometown. I am going for the strong arm any chance I can get. I know I've been saving my Virgil Kaine ginger. I know what I'm using it for now.
There you go.
Your drink you mix, phenomenal.
So definitely
5
check
out
out
of 5 donuts.
check out the Brothers Drake Meadery. It is in the Short North. It's 26 East 5th Avenue in Columbus. Absolutely amazing. If you can get it in store, get it in store. With that, if you would like to support the show, hit us up on Venmo, Brandon at Brandon-Martell. At one point it was Brandon.Martell. And it wasn't even right. Brandon-Martell on Venmo. $1 helps, $2 helps, $20, 50, $1 million. I'll take whatever.
$2 million, I got to tase you in the tank.
Yeah, $2 million. Randy gets to, which is going to be strange because Mo's going to be there, and I'm going to be in stirrups. Like, it's just going to be a whole
We're
thing.
to get like a gynecologist table.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. So anyway,
If you are new to our show, thank you for listening.
yeah, thanks for persevering through all of this. Definitely check out Brothers Drake.
So good.
Like, I can't say enough. Like, I
want to go back right now. It is. It's late on a Tuesday night. I want to go there and hang out with these guys.
I do.
Super cool people. Super cool product.
Definitely check out the Mead. I mean, I never thought. I honestly, I never thought I would be into
Me neither.
it. If you can pick up some of the strong arm, get the strong arm. Support women's rights. Do the thing. Other than that, I'm Martelle. He's Randy. We're out.
Peace.
Volume
Check it. Oh, that's better. That's gooder.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm hot.
Oh, you are way hot.
I'm hot.
You know, on that stool, I can almost see up your shorts.
That's fine.
And
You
it-
see all my old man balls.
I like how you went full spread eagle during that.
Old man balls.